Might be one of the best things we've ever done on this boat. Oh. It's so warm. Oh. We're going to use more water, but...
Oh, we're going to use more water. We've been here a while. You might remember about a year ago we removed our original hot water heater, which was from sometime in the late 80s. It had the electric element removed at some point, probably because it failed. The coolant loop always had an airlock in it and it never really worked, and it froze at some point and it was like all expanded and weird and slightly leaking. So we ripped that out and threw it in a dumpster. So for the last year when we want to take showers, or what we call showers, we take our electric tea kettle, heat up some water, pour it inside of a like a garden sprayer, and use that. And that's been how we've been keeping clean for the last year. And no hot water for dishes. And when it gets cold, or like we make something really greasy, it really sucks to do the dishes. So we have finally gotten around to installing a new hot water heater. And we have done something kind of unconventional. We decided to use a 120 volt point of use water heater, which is designed to install like underneath the sink in a small bathroom. So ours is 2.5 gallons, powered by 110 volt electricity, and it is 1200 watts.
First up on the install was mounting the new water heater. We picked an area under the cockpit sole that was essentially dead space rather than under the sink where the old heater was. We've been using that area under the sink for storage and we really didn't want to lose it. It was mounted and additionally held in place with a ratchet strap. Next up was electrical.
Since we're using an electric water heater, we need some way to turn it off when we don't want to use it, either if the batteries are low or if we're not going to be anticipating using hot water for a while. Since our water heater is electric and 120 volts that runs off the inverter, I wired up this little box that'll go between the inverter. This end right here plugs into the inverter, and then this end will hook up to an outlet that the water heater plugs into. And this lets me interrupt the power to the water heater. So I got a standard industrial solid state relay and two 12 volt wires here that are going to connect to a toggle switch and the output terminals on our solar charge controller. Those output terminals on the Victron I can configure to have them turn off at a certain voltage and turn back on. So if the batteries get low, it'll automatically turn off the water heater. We're running the water heater for the first time and anxiously watching the battery monitor. So it's drawing 109 amps. The fridge is on too, so that's throwing it off a bit. 13 minutes. So
That went down.
Yep.
We're down to 91% battery, which we started at 100%.
The fan on the inverter kicked on for the first time ever that we've noticed, which is interesting because later we've run like saws and stuff off of it and haven't noticed it before. We probably don't need a pure sine wave inverter to heat hot water, but
What is that noise?
it's done.
Is that why it just kicked on and was making like all kinds of gnarly noises?
Is your laptop still charging?
I don't know.
Like, click off the inverter. You're still plugged in. So it's done. It's done. What's the time?
Time. Oh, sorry. We had a stopwatch going. It took 16 minutes and 4 seconds.
What was my calculation?
10 minutes.
15 minutes was my calculation.
No, you said 10.
It was 14.5 minutes was my calculation, plus I used some water, so.
So you probably were pretty much right on.
Yeah, thermodynamics. That's probably.
So what are we going to do now?
Put the shower in.
So we can use it?
Yeah.
We're going to like put our bathing suits on and have like a hot water party in the...
We could. Plumbing wise, it's plumbs in just the way like a regular water heater. We got cold water in, hot water out. That's it. There's no coolant loop going to our engine, so that makes it even simpler. So we got this shower handheld with a button, which is really nice. And because we don't have like a mixer or anywhere to put like a mixer, if we put like a shower mixer in the cockpit, it'll look really stupid. So I bought this thermostatic mixing valve. So you just set the temperature that you want, and that's the temperature that the water comes out. And it's got like this little interlock button, so you can go to full hot if you want it. So you can go to cold.
And it's just a cold water shower.
Cold water shower, not using any of the hot. Or if you want a hot shower, you can run it up to the 100 degrees, which is actually pretty comfortable for shower temperature.
Yeah. The 100 is plenty hot.
100 is plenty hot.
At least for what it's mixing at. We don't know if it's actually exactly 100 degrees, do we?
Given the quality of the item, no.
Yeah.
I got it attached to this nice Sandvik shower mixer thing.
Yeah.
That will put a hole in the cockpit to hide it in, but we don't have a hole saw big enough right now.
It's hot.
Also now have hot water out of the sink, and we're pretty excited about that as well. So that is hot water. It won't get used a lot for dishes. It'll definitely get used for showers. Yay!
It's been about a month since we installed this unit, and we're very happy with it. I don't think we would do anything differently. This is such luxury.